Oh, look at you.
I'm Ben Smith, the CEO of this beautiful place, the Mornington Community Support Centre. Through our years of service, we've developed a range of programs to support our community when they are going through a time of crisis, whether that be through crisis housing and support or material assistance through our op shop, or whether it be the other programs like our food relief. This cafe was really about social connection, but what it's turned into is social and food connection, where we have places like this that exist purely to connect people together. We know that that improves every facet of our community.
I come over every day for lunch and meet people. Makes my day to come and meet people. Because there's too many lonely people around. There is.
There are still so many gaps within the things that we want to do, the dreams that we have to continue to connect all of our community to ensure that everyone is thriving. What we're doing here is responding to the needs in our community with solutions that are lasting and sustainable.
I think the first thing was I've always done something in a caring profession and I wanted to give back. And I came to the cafe soon after retiring, and then they sort of said, oh, there's a cafe at the back. And I went, ooh, that's something new. So I thought, yeah, why not? Give it a go.
The centre has supplied me with food and care because I'm really struggling. So you've helped a lot.
The Meeting Room Cafe is the heart and soul of Mornington Community Support Centre.
I welcome people to come, to make them feel good. I give them a good smile, a good heart. They come more often and I'm happy to be here.
It's inviting. I look for people I know, have a chat. Everyone's got a story to tell, no matter how old you are.
You look like my family now, with everybody.
So here at the centre on a Thursday, we rescue food from Second Bite. They do a delivery. He's here and feeds about 60 people. We collect it from other stores and then we come here, we lay it all out, and then we have a group of clients that can then go around and pretty much do their shopping for the week. Take what you want, take as much as you're going to cook up and use, okay? We literally have all walks of life. People that have 2 jobs and, struggle to still put food on the table. We have people that are homeless that come here. Good to see you down here. Make sure you fill your bags. So don't forget, you can all go back.
We're servicing something between 120 and 200 households every single week here in Mornington.
You're going to go back and have a hot chocolate? Yeah? It's a good idea. I like hot chocolate too.
Lived in Mornington for 25 years, so it's something about just giving back. It's grown into more than what I started with.
Kind of turned into something that has delivered that, but also enabled people to come and be fed and nourished in a way that no other place in this community can.
I actually can't really put it into words other than I just love it. It just makes me smile. Being able to go pick up, like we did this morning, 32 boxes of eggs and just know that it's going to make somebody's day. It's the best feeling. It's the best. I love my job. I do. It's really sad, I do. So over the years that we've been running, we've now been running 12 years next month. There's a particular gentleman that really stands out. He was just wandering around the car park, really wanted to come in, but just wasn't sure. And I happened to be, how your paths meet, I happened to be coming out, obviously carrying something. Could see that he was just crumbling inside.
There are many thousands of moments, and I suppose one that really, I think, early on, somebody who came in who was living on the beach in the middle of winter, dishevelled, didn't even look at us, came in but was really hungry. So he ate everything off the menu and stayed from the 10 till 2 and then went out.
10-minute chat later, he promised me he'd go to our support centre, that he wasn't ready to come in today, but he promised me he'd go to the support centre, talk to our caseworker, and he's now one of my volunteers here. He's just the most beautiful human.
He came back and he kept coming back down the track. He started looking at you and started engaging with you. He learned he could have a shower, he could get a shave, he could get some clean clothes. The pride that you could see in him and the stance, he just lifted himself up.
And it literally changed his life. That day, me and him meeting for that 5 minutes, him wanting to come for food but couldn't quite get there. He's now in the most amazing place. Oh dear. I wouldn't normally cry, but just because of him at the moment.
Then he ended up getting some accommodation. Then he ended up getting a job, and now we don't see him because it means that he's had that really bad dip in his life, and we've helped to get him up and get him back on track. And that was probably something that was, I always hold dear to my heart.
The connection and the friends that he's now made that now support him in his personal life. He's absolutely blossomed. He's the life and soul. He comes in singing and dancing sometimes, and when I look back to the man that I met 2 years ago, complete change. That's all I want, is just everybody to feel comfortable, and if they need something, they feel comfortable enough to ask.
Hello.
My dear.
How are you?
See you. Have a good day.
I don't know. Yeah. Hi.
Questa caffetteria fa il caffè buonissimo, è magnifico, è proprio bello. You want me to say in Greek too?
You've got to be happy, otherwise you'll go downhill. So I'm always happy. All right.
How good is this week, eh?
So we know that for about every dollar that comes in, we can turn that into over $3 worth of impact in our community, whether it be through emergency relief or food relief. And that return beats anything else that you're going to see out there.
I've been here for nearly 6 years doing general case work, and I do manage the Ranch Motel, have done so for the last 4.5 years. A typical day for me, well, there actually isn't one. Every day is different. You have to, go with the flow and roll with the punches. I pop in to the ranch and I check on people. I, knock on the doors and make sure everyone's well and they haven't got any issues. You can tell a lot about how someone's travelling in their mental health as to how they're living in their room. So it's really good to just let them know that we're here for continued support.
We have 12 rooms available at the ranch, and what that does is provide crisis accommodation for people sleeping rough on the Mornington Peninsula. So far in this program, we've housed over 220 people through this service, completely unfunded by government.
When we first started the ranch, we'd never done this project before, and so we were given this, these 12 rooms to look after homeless people and work with them. We need more. 12 rooms, and they're going to be gone soon. Those 12 rooms are going to be gone very soon. And we now have Ranch 2.0, so between the two crisis accommodations, I'm pretty busy. It's a privilege to work with the only programs on the Mornington Peninsula that house people in crisis. And we've been pretty successful, so I'm pretty chuffed that I'm a part of that. What brought you to the ranch and
Oh, well, I was camping in a tent down at the beach. Months and months and months.
I was staying at an auntie's and that all come undone. So I moved on and had nowhere to move on to. So I stayed at a truck stop.
The people where you go for a shower, they hooked me up with some people who started talking to me and they said, we think you're too old to be doing winter out here. And I wasn't coping very well. They said, we might be able to help you out with some accommodation for a while.
In my car, but I had a caravan attached to it that I was renting off a man who took the time to ring around and find community support, which then led me to the ranch.
I was a bit shell-shocked when I first got here. It made you look back on what you had been doing and not without sort of believing that you'd actually done that.
It was overwhelming. We're now in a room that had a bathroom and a shower. We met some lovely people there.
We really never know who's going to walk through our doors or what a questionnaire is going to be. I like to show them around and introduce them to some people, some of our volunteers and some of our staff, just to make them feel at ease. We offer people cups of tea and food if we need to, because we know that works in making people feel at ease. And then I just let them tell their story before I fill out any paperwork.
So I didn't actually find it, my dad did, and my dad was out just trying to reconnect with people that in the community to figure out a path for him, I guess take a bit more control of his life, because he'd sort of gone into a bit of a spiral. And we found that the people here have just been genuinely involved and genuinely interested in the well-being of the people in the community.
We've created a space where people feel welcome, they feel safe, they leave with dignity, which is really, really important to me, and they also feel like they can return, come back anytime. There's no time limit, there's no restrictions.
So NILS is the no interest loan scheme, and it's sponsored by Good Shepherd, which they started in 1980, so the program's been going for quite some time. So if somebody's wanting a loan up to the value of $2,000, they can come in here and we can help them with that.
What the people here, including Yvonne, were able to do was really, really helpful. It was making possible what seemed like an impossibility from outside.
I've dragged myself up out of the mental state that I was in. You look back and go, how did I do that, you know? Just having the stability of somewhere I can, you know, have a cup of tea and a shower is just, you don't miss it until it's not there, and then you think the simplest thing is the most important thing.
Coming here has changed my world and my partner's world for the better, because without the community centres, we wouldn't be where we are today.
When clients come down from the centre, here at the op shop, we take them shopping free of charge. The most enjoyable part about being here at the op shop is seeing faces on children when you give them things. Unbelievable. It's very rewarding, and clients are exactly the same. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming in early. Much appreciated.
At our Beach End Op Shop, we have the ability to not only receive a financial return because it's completely run by volunteers, but it's also a great opportunity for us to engage in material assistance. So when a client comes in here needing some clothes or a household item, we can just send them down there knowing that they can shop to their heart's content, and it's not costing them anything, nor us. And that's a really wonderful way to do emergency relief.
If I could describe the op shop in a few words, here to please, here to accommodate, great for everybody. Orange to match the bracelet for a customer.
In awe of the work that our volunteers do, and they just keep turning up week after week after week. And yeah, we've got a couple that have been here for the 42 years that we've been open.
We are gifted this incredible opportunity through our volunteers, something like $1.7 million worth of labour for free to our community. Our donations can vary so broadly, whether it be a bag of lemons from someone's garden or a block of units from a foundation. So as an example, Dollar Curtains and Blinds in Mornington have just fitted out an entire unit with blinds because the old ones needed to be replaced. That's the sort of response that we love to see from our community.
Giving back to people is just, it's a really, really good, heartwarming feeling. Being here as a manager is continuing on my parents' legacy. Taught us how to help out others apart from ourselves, basically.
Anything we can do to make their life that little bit easier, or their day, not even their life, just their day, that little bit easier, it's what we do best, making people feel valued.
I know that we make a difference. I know that we really do, so that's what motivates me. Yeah.
It does get to me, because I'm such a hard-nosed person anyway. It does get to me sometimes, yeah.
What blows people's minds when I share these stories is that something like $750,000 worth of food was rescued by this organisation in the last 12 months. And that's food that would have ended up in landfill, but instead has ended up in people's bellies and households. And that's just an incredible reflection of the work that we do. When they're coming in for one thing, we know that there's probably 5 or 6 things that we can assist them with. And when we know that, that's that holistic support that we can provide. It's not transactional, it actually improves their life circumstance. What we really know is that there is a portion of our community that can and is willing to respond. So that's really what we're after today. That invitation, that conversation that we know will lead to great relationships within our community. Because at the end of the day, we're here to help each other.
So we do a couple of organisations first off, then we